Hey, babe, guess where I'm taking you today?
I don't know, but I bet it's going to be fun.
We're going to go about 2.5 hours south of where we're sitting right now.
Oh, perfect. Nice and local in our backyard.
Yeah, guess what? We brought on the Cave City Tourism Bureau. We brought Ashley on from there, and we're going to talk about Cave City, Kentucky.
I'm excited about this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, so our Mammoth Cave podcast did so well. We had so many people emailing us and talking about it that we wanted to bring the whole Cave City Tourism aboard to talk about the whole area.
That is fantastic. We're going to learn everything that there is to do and see in Cave City, Kentucky.
Put your seatbelts on.
Because here we go.
Did you know that 46 million Americans plan to take an RV trip in the next 12 months? 90% of recreational vehicle owners take 3 or more mini vacations every year. Welcome to the RV Destinations Podcast. If it's RV travel, we're talking about it. From campgrounds to museums to national and state parks, kayaking and hiking opportunities. One of the most fun and pleasurable things you can do is just hit the road. So be ready to be inspired. Welcome in to the RV Destinations Podcast. Now your host, President Randy Beheimer and Editor-in-Chief, Caly Beheimer.
Hello and welcome to the RV Destinations Podcast. This is the podcast series where we talk everything about RV destinations all across the United States and Canada. I am Caly Beheimer. I am the amazing editor-in-chief of RV Destinations magazine. And I'm here with Randy. And he's across the room from me now. And he's the president of RV Destinations magazine. And he doesn't get an intro like me today because I'm in charge of the intros.
Are you chewing those special gummy bears or something?
No, but maybe I should.
No, good Lord, no.
Could you imagine?
No, I can't handle you sober. I couldn't imagine you on anything like that. But
honey, I'm just high on life.
No, I understand. But hey, we got a special guest today. I'm excited.
We have a very special guest with us today. We have Ashley Huff from Cave City Tourism with us today. Hello, Ashley. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Good. We are so excited that you came and joined us today. And I have to say, I'm excited to hear everything that there is to see and do in Cave City because I have begged Randy for years to take me to Mammoth Cave, which is one of the things there. And we went and did it, but really didn't get to explore anything else. It was like, we saw the cave and we're done.
So Ashley did listen to the Mammoth Cave podcast, so she knows this whole story that
you
I took
don't
you down
like
and
caves.
didn't tell you. Well,
yeah.
It's not that I dislike cave. I grew up here. I went to Mammoth Cave every single year, and so it's like I want to see something new.
And we could have experienced all of Cave City, but you were like, you saw the cave. It's time to go home.
Right. So she's making me promise her to bring her back to Mammoth Cave.
Because there's all these, look at my little sheet here. There's so much to see there in this fun little town.
But today we're not going to really be talking much about Mammoth Cave because we've kind of covered that in great detail with the ranger. Today we're going to be talking about all the surrounding things in the area, in the whole area. Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong. So Mammoth Cave is actually in Cave City or next to Cave City. I'm not sure what the purpose.
It's actually in 3 different counties, but it is easiest to get to Mammoth Cave through Cave City.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And what counties are those? Just curious.
Barron County, Hart County, and Edmonson County.
Okay. And then Cave City is just right off of 65,
65.
Right? Or 65. Yeah, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did know that.
I thought you went there every year, Randy.
But I was a kid. I didn't drive. but anyway, it's right off of 65 there. What is it, like 30 miles north of Tennessee or 50 miles north? It's not too far after you cross in from Tennessee, right?
We're actually right in the middle of both Nashville and Louisville. We're right in the center.
Oh, okay. So if you drew a line between Nashville and Louisville and split it in half, that's where Cave City is.
Yeah, sure is.
Well, awesome. Well, that's I'm excited to talk about because really, again, I haven't done much in the area other than do the same cave tour every single day. And what was the ranger's name? Oh my gosh, it's on.
Here you just keep on talking.
No,
there,
it's all right. Anyway, he told me my chest was too big to do the private tour where you got to crawl through the caves, and he told me I got to lose weight. But anyway, so there's not a whole lot of fun facts about Cave City. Maybe Ashley can fill in some. But Cave City is known as Kentucky's zipline capital.
Really?
And I found that actually on your website, KentuckyTourism.com. It's known as, so apparently there's 3 zip lines within about a 5-minute drive of each other. Is that correct?
That's correct. We have Adventures in Mammoth Cave. They have zip lining, and then Mammoth Valley Park. Both of them are just outside of Mammoth Cave Park. But Mammoth Valley is actually also the longest twin zip line in the state as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And I know we talk about that some in what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
So
during our
don't steal
top
the
things
thunder, Randy.
Right. And today we're going to be talking about the top things to do. We're not going to number these per se because it's such a great area. That's a lot of cool things to do in the area. We don't want to number them, but we're going to talk about some of the fun things you can do. But also something that I was reading just before the show is that Jesse James hung out in the area. Is that right?
That's true. He did. There is lots of folklore around the area. And legend has it that he hung out in Outlaw Cave hiding from the cops.
Ooh.
No, so this was after he had started his criminal activity. So he was there as a criminal. Okay.
Yes. He actually robbed a stagecoach. And some of those items were recovered in the cave he left behind. But the stagecoach is on display now at Mammoth Cave National Park.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool. Randy. I'm telling you, Ashley, I'm going to come down and you're going to give me a tour of the whole city because that man over there, I missed out on a lot. And this was even a birthday trip. I had chose this for my birthday.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Jesse James thing. Now that, I'm into history and so I love that stuff. So I would have loved to go see the stagecoach. That's very, very cool. And then they found artifacts in the cave. Is that correct?
They did. There was a watch that was engraved, and it belonged to the guy in the stagecoach. And so the stagecoach ran from Cave City to Mammoth Cave in the early days. And the stagecoach was robbed, and inside the cave, that pocket watch was found.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is so neat.
I mean, it's not awesome that somebody got robbed and their watch taken, but, but it's awesome that the history is there. But
they found it, bonus.
Now, also, did I read something, and I was just glancing at it, so I don't know anything about this, but did I hear there was some haunted places in Cave City?
There is some haunted places. Mammoth Cave National Park has 3 churches in the park. But some of those churches, if you go out to them, I've done this as a teenager. I would go late at night, around midnight or so. I don't encourage that now, but as a teenager, I definitely did. And we had some very strange experiences there.
Really?
Wow.
Can you share? Can you elaborate, or do you not want to? You don't have to, but.
Oh, for sure. So we were terrified. So we left all the car doors open. That way, if we needed to jump in the car and get, out of there quickly, we could. So we left the car on, left the doors open.
Okay. Hold on. How old are you at this point? Was this just a few
18.
years ago?
I was 18.
Okay. You might have said that. I missed that. Okay. So you're on this road. You get out of the car. You leave all the doors open because you're like, if we need to get away, we need to get in this car quick.
Yes.
Okay.
We've heard tales. We knew there were some things there that were unexplained. But one of those is if you go into the church, there is a Bible on the preacher's stand at the front of the church. And it's always on a certain page. So we turned it to a different chapter, and then we left for a few minutes and we went to one of the other churches.
Yeah.
We came back in a couple of minutes, probably about 30 minutes, and it had gone back to the page that it was originally on. We didn't see any park rangers out that night. A lot of people don't go into the park that late at night, so we probably were the only ones out there. So after we realized the page had been turned back to where it was, the car started revving up and the lights started going bright
What?
and flickering, and we left. We left right then.
I would have left my car and been like, "Yep, you can have it. I'm walking home.
Oh my gosh!
Good night."
We were terrified.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So you said a page was turned in the book in the church. What was
the Bible.
It? The Bible?
It was the Bible.
Did you read the passage? Maybe it was Jesus trying to communicate to you.
It might have been, but we were too scared to stick around and find out.
Okay, understood. I probably had the same reaction. Okay, and that's the church there in town.
The church in the park.
In the
yeah,
park.
There's
Okay.
three churches in the park.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty cool.
RVing can bring with it so many great off-grid adventures. Imagine camping in some of the most beautiful parts of our country, surrounded by peace, quiet, and solitude. How can you ensure your trip won't be cut short by lack of battery power when you need it most? Why not replace your old lead-acid batteries for lithium batteries from Battleborn? Battleborn batteries are safe, reliable, long-lasting, and lightweight. They are designed to be simple drop-in replacements for your old, outdated lead-acid batteries, lasting up to 10 times longer, charging up to 5 times faster, and giving you 2 to 3 times more power. Battleborn offers a full product line for all sizes of adventures, making sure you get power when you need it. They offer power solutions for motorized and towable RVs, vans, overlanding, marine, off-grid, and more. Plus, they have a U.S.-based customer service and technical support team, plus a 10-year warranty on their products. So get out to battlebornbatteries.com today to start shopping for your off-grid power solution with America's trusted off-grid battery brand.
Well,
That's cool.
You want to dive into these top things?
Well, and let's start there because visiting Mammoth Cave National Park is obviously a big attraction in that area, and for those that are into the otherworldly, it sounds like there's some creepy experiences that you can have there. But what are some of the other things that people can do at Mammoth Cave National Park? And I want to remind folks that we have a whole podcast on it too, so you can always go listen to that podcast as well. But
I was trying to look that up to see when that was, but yeah.
Yeah, so tell us some about that, Ashley.
There's lots to do in the park. There's lots of hiking trails. And then there is Sand Cave Trail, which I don't know if you guys caught that on your trip down. It's at the very edge of the park once you come in. But that is where Floyd Collins passed. He was trapped in the cave for several days.
Oh, wow.
And so you can actually walk to the entrance of that cave.
Oh, very cool. I mean, not cool that happened, but what a cool thing to experience. That's neat. Again, Ashley, when we were there for my birthday, I would like to reiterate to everybody listening so y'all can feel sorry for me. We did the cave tour, and then Randy was like, and it's time to leave. So that was it. That was my experience. I didn't know there was anything there with Jesse James. I didn't know there was a stagecoach there. I didn't know that there was a train there either. No idea because of that guy over there.
So we did cover, so it was episode 50 that we covered Mammoth Cave, and we went into great detail about the park and things to do in the park. So definitely if you're going to be in the Cave City area, not only listen to this podcast, but go back to episode 50 and listen to that one as well. But it was Ranger Jackie Wheat was the gentleman. I could not for the life of me, and he was such a nice guy. He played along with our antics and everything. So, but anyway, didn't mean to digress. I just wanted to make sure folks, listeners could find that Mammoth Cave episode.
Yes. And for folks that aren't cavey type people, no worries. There is plenty of stuff to see and do in Cave City. And it's also very kind of family and kid friendly. And I understand there's quite several attractions there in the area. Like first, you can't miss the gigantic T-Rex right there off of I-65. But what are some of the other attractions folks can see and some of the stuff that they can do there in and around Cave City?
We have something for everybody. We have virtual reality. If it's raining and you can't get to the caves, stop by Ravens Cross Village of Adventure. There's virtual reality. There is a collectible store, and then there's escape rooms as well.
Oh, fun.
Dinosaur World is a big hit. The T-Rex sits right off of I-65, so you can see him. life-size dinosaurs in the park. It's so awesome.
That's neat.
Now, what's the connections with the dinosaurs? Have they found?
Didn't they find mammoth bones in one of the Mammoth Caves? Hence the name Mammoth Cave.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
I thought. Oh, now I'm okay. Maybe
now you're gonna
wrong,
have to Google
right?
it. I think there is some dinosaur connection. I just cannot remember what it was. But there is, and I think you might be right. Maybe it was the woolly mammoth that they found bones. But anyway, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead and continue, Ashley.
Outside of the park, there is Adventures of Mammoth Cave where you can zip line, you can horseback ride. They actually just got some e-bikes, so you can bike through the park. That's so cool. You can do a 9-mile trail or you can do an 18-mile trail, which sounds like a lot, but the bikes are electric, so it's not nearly as bad on your body as it sounds 18 miles would be.
Right.
Yeah, we've got electric bikes, and it's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
We tell people we did 30 miles today, and
right?
we did about maybe 5 minutes of actual exercise during that 30 miles. But.
It just makes me feel good about myself.
Absolutely.
So, Ashley, I've got a question for you. So, when I was a kid, we've heard this repeatedly. I've said that. I went to Mammoth Cave a lot. But I don't remember cave sitting being much of a thing. I remember the dinosaur for a long time, the dinosaur you can see off I-65. But has there been a recent kind of explosion in the Cave City area as far as with tourism and all that? Or has it always been there and I just didn't see it?
A lot of things have been here. There's a lot of attractions that have been here for the last 35 years or plus. One of those is Guntown Mountain.
Okay.
It was a huge attraction, and it's not open to the public, but we've had several movies be filmed in the area on Guntown Mountain.
Oh, wow.
The most recent, we had Nicolas Cage, and he was here for a couple of weeks filming, and he just left.
I love Nicolas Cage. I do.
You find him attractive. It's
I
weird.
do find him
He's
attractive.
not an attractive man.
I think he is.
He's not an attractive man.
Nicolas Cage, if you ever listen to this, you just know that I think you're an attractive man, okay?
I don't want you to say that out loud because you married me.
I already did say it out loud.
Well, you married me, and I don't want people thinking, well, if she likes Nicolas Cage, now I can see why she married Randy.
Well, baby, you're hot.
Her taste is obviously not that great, so she married Randy.
No, my taste is incredible. That's why I married you. So the Guntown Mountain is not open to the public, is what you said?
That's correct. It closed down several years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was recently purchased, and they're making renovations to the area, but right now it's still closed to the public.
And it looks cute. I just pulled it up online and looked at some pictures. So that's cute. Yeah, and I know what you're talking about now because I've seen it off the exit, like the yellow building that says Guntown Mountain across the side.
Yeah, that's it. It's been there for a long time.
How fun.
So there's a Mammoth Wildlife Museum, which you've got here in the top things to do. And so, yeah, there has to be a mammoth connection to the area.
But there's not. So far they've found no mammoth fossils in the cave. They found other critters, but I can't even find a dinosaur connection.
But that's odd that they have a Mammoth Wildlife Museum and then Mammoth Cave.
Well, because Mammoth... Well, see,
maybe they're just talking about gigantic...
Like mammoth! Like that.
All right.
We do digress.
You want to move on?
Yes, let's move on. Okay, so for foodie lovers, you all can rejoice because Cave City has a vast array of different food offerings, one of which was even on Guy Fieri's All-American Road Trip. So this is so cool. So what are some of the favorite and fun little eateries there in town?
Bucky B's Barbecue is a big hit. He was on Guy Fieri's show, All-American Road Trip. I think he was on a different episode too. I think he was on another season, but I haven't seen that episode yet, so I can't give any opinions on it. But it's the best food. It's barbecue. Everything barbecue. Is made fresh the day of. It's delicious.
I love barbecue. Look, Randy, I could have had barbecue for my birthday trip, but I didn't.
Now, you also have a creamery in town, is that correct? So I'm more about the creamery than the barbecue.
Yes, definitely so good. And it's refreshing. So after you hit the cave, or maybe you're outside doing some adventurous zip lining, then Cave City Creamery is the best place to go. They have coffee too now.
Ooh, I'm a big coffee drinker. And you also have Ace Coffee Company, which sounds like it's newer to the area. So you've got your coffee fix there. And then I love this name, Five Broke Girls. And they have an amazing burger, right?
They do. It was voted twice as Kentucky's best burger by Kentucky Living Magazine.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Well, that's worth driving down there for.
It is. It really is, because it's seriously not that far from us at all. We could do a quick weekend down there. That would be fun.
Now, actually, do you live actually in Cave City, or do you live in one of the surrounding cities?
One of the surrounding cities.
Okay, but I assume your office is in Cave City?
It is. Yep. I just live maybe 3 minutes down the road. So I almost am in Cave City limits. I'm just right there on the outskirts.
Oh, gotcha. So you probably frequently eat at these places. So you've ate at the hamburger place, the barbecue place, and so forth.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's not forget the Watermill restaurant too. And it sounds like they have a great buffet.
They do, and they stay so packed. They're on the way to Mammoth Cave, so it's something that you'll pass once you get off the interstate. And it's hard to even find parking there.
Wow, that's impressive.
Okay, so what do you, and I call people out like this all the time, so forgive me. So what do you normally order at Bucky B's barbecue? What's your go-to meal?
A king ransom potato.
Oh, a potato. Okay.
Potato.
What is it, like baked potato with all the workings? Is that what it is?
Yes, and almost like half a pound of meat goes on top.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is stellar.
And then what about the ice cream place? What do you order there usually?
I get the s'mores ice cream in a waffle cone. They make waffle cones every morning. And so the s'mores in a waffle cone is chef's kiss.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I love that.
There we go.
Wow.
Making
Chef's
us hungry a little bit before
I know, and
lunch.
I am
Actually,
hungry.
after lunch.
I know. It all sounds so good.
So, babe, you remember every time we slept in the RV, you and I both were complaining about shoulder and back pains? Well, you went out there and found us a great mattress.
I did. I went to rvmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding because their mattresses are known to be top of the line for comfort and quality. Plus, they're shipped to your door for FREE free. What I love about their mattresses is they're totally customizable, offering different firmness options, heights, and dimensions.
So you picked out the absolutely perfect RV mattress for us. So what were you looking for?
Well, first, one, to fit the RV, which was a king size. And then two, it had to be comfortable. I sleep really hot, so I had to find something that was going to keep me nice and cool while good for both of us being side sleepers.
So again, what mattress did we get? I still don't even know what mattress we got.
Oh, I got us the signature hybrid with the cooling cloud pillow top.
So not only was the mattress extremely comfortable, I noticed after 2 days that my shoulders stopped hurting, both shoulders.
And I was sleeping a lot cooler, which is incredibly impressive because I sleep so hot at night.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Now, don't they have a great warranty?
They've got a great warranty, a 10-year warranty, plus they have a 120-night sleep trial for the mattress as well.
And what was nice is the mattress just showed up right at our front door one day.
Yes, and it's shipped for free, FREE free.
Yeah, we just absolutely love our new mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. It's incredible. And if you're a side sleeper like me and you have shoulder pains or if you have back pains, I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love this mattress. And I have no doubt in my mind that's the mattress that made the difference because the minute we got home, my shoulders started hurting again.
So if you're tired of sleeping miserable and ready for an RV mattress upgrade, definitely get your new RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. Go out to rvmattress.com/RV pod to save 25% off your new mattress purchase. That's right. rvmattress.com/RV pod and save 25% off. And then what I love is that there's even a nightlife in downtown Cave City. Yeah, live music on the weekends at the Dive, okay? And any place named the Dive, you have to go to. So tell us about the Dive.
The Dive transformed downtown.
Really?
It has really transformed downtown. It is an awesome bar. They have music, even during the week sometimes. But on the weekends, it's a guarantee. It's a great party. It's a really fun environment. It's really eccentric. It's owned by Letitia Klein. So she's like a little celebrity of our town. You should look her up. She's awesome. But she brought the dive to downtown and has really, really changed that dynamic.
That is so cool. Yeah, I'm pulling up pictures here, and it looks like they even do like bike events or motorcycle events there in town, because there's a bunch of bikes lined up outside outside of the dive, and that looks like a lot of fun. And it's a cool place. I mean, they've got a pool table. It is like your quintessential dive bar, but with class. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. That is so fun. And I love that Cave City has nightlife, because a lot of times you feel like in little small towns, and I was looking this up. There's about 28 people or 2,800 people around that number that live in Cave City. So this is a small town. Randy and I live in a small town. And, a lot of times there's not a lot of nightlife. So I love that there's a place for folks to go and just do a bunch of stuff and go grab a nice adult beverage and listen to some great live music. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Now, do you see, I assume you see, like any small town, you see a lot of seasonality to the tourism in the area. I'm assuming the summer months are a lot more packed than the winter months, but you are open all year round, I assume, all these places.
Yes, most of them are. There's a few places that close down during the winter months if it's like revolved around horseback riding and things like that. Some of those do close down. But for the most part, everything stays open year round.
Oh, perfect.
And RVers rejoice because there are 3 RV parks located in Cave City. And if you're not an RVer, or you're like us and you have family that likes to travel with you, but we just don't have the space in the RV, you have over 500 hotel rooms. And then also with all the RV parks, 110 campsites across those 3 RV parks. Is that right?
That's correct.
Wow, that is impressive. So what are the names of these RV parks?
So we have Singing Hills, Cave Country RV Park, and Dino Valley RV Park.
And Dino Valley is the new one, isn't it? If I remember right? Okay.
It is. It's right beside Dinosaur World.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you can park your RV at Dino RV Park and then walk across to the museum.
Absolutely.
Oh, very cool.
That is awesome. Yes, I love that. And where did we stay? I don't even remember where we stayed.
We stayed inside the national park, I believe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've got a few campsites, and we grabbed one of those.
Because we had the small little Class C back then.
Right.
That's when Rory, our Italian exchange student, was with us. So that was all the way back. That would have been 2015.
You're old.
Oh my gosh, I am so young.
I was barely 16 back then.
I am so young. You are the creepy old guy over there. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
But I love you. All right, so I love this. There's a cave crawl. You guys have a cave crawl in Cave City. This is so cool. So tell us some about your cave crawl.
So the cave crawl, we have so many caves in the area, and of course people come to Mammoth Cave. But these are individually owned caves. So I think they do all connect to Mammoth Cave at some point, but they are individually owned. So the pricing is a little bit different than Mammoth Cave. But we have Crystal Onyx Cave, which has great formations. It's a live cave, so it's still growing.
Oh, wow.
We have Outlaw Cave, which is where Jesse James hid out from the police.
Oh, cool.
And then Onyx Cave, which is right beside where Guntown Mountain was.
Wow. And
that is so fun.
You know what's hilarious is you said a cave crawl. The first thing I thought was a pub crawl.
Yeah.
So that's what
you're
it is.
Thinking like we're boozing it up and going to a cave.
See, I'm giving you good things to think about there at the Tourism Bureau. Maybe have little bars set up at every cave and they do a cave crawl.
Or like a little punch card like they do like if you get your punch card completely punched by all the caves that you visited, you get like a free drink at the dive or a T-shirt or something. Yeah, that's what they do like on the whiskey tour and the bourbon trail. Look at us giving you all these great ideas.
Yeah, so out in Wilmington, they have a pub crawl. Well, they've got pub crawls all over the place, but one in Wilmington, that's really cool because you go from these old historical pubs one to the next, and it's a good time. By the time you're done, you don't remember any of it, but you should do that, Cave City. I'm highly recommending that.
That's fun. That's a great idea.
It does sound awesome.
A cave crawl.
Yeah, like a cave crawl. I love it. Okay. And so pickleball is the newest rage, right? Everybody's
what's going on with that? Everybody is talking about pickleball. I haven't played it yet.
I haven't either. And guess what? You can play pickleball in Cave City. They
awesome.
just recently installed a pickleball court. So where is the pickleball court located?
It's right behind the Welcome Center. So when you get off of 65, you'll take a left. The Welcome Center will be there, and it's directly behind it.
Oh, perfect. And then folks can just come in there and can they, I'm assuming, bring their own equipment or they can rent paddles and balls from you guys?
You can rent equipment from us. Super easy. A lot of people are bringing their own paddles and balls, but we do have some on standby.
Nice.
Now, is there a charge to rent the court or is it just first come, first serve?
First come, first serve.
Okay, that
is
cool.
awesome. So for you big pickleball players, and I know pickleball is becoming big in the RV community because you don't need a lot of equipment. The equipment's pretty small. Most people can fit it somewhere in their RV. So it's just become like a lot of the campgrounds that we have stayed at recently, they've converted tennis courts over to pickleball courts. And that's like the big thing now.
We're going to have to play it.
I know.
It looks fun.
It does. I still haven't. I feel like it's ping pong on a large court is kind of what I feel like it is. I don't know.
Tennis.
I could be totally wrong. Well, no, but yeah.
I think isn't the paddle smaller and the ball bigger?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Maybe Ashley knows. Ashley, have you played pickleball?
I haven't played yet. It's on my bucket list.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, you can go out back, right? You can just go out back and play a game.
Maybe we can go down and play against her and her boss.
Yes.
Well, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Well, apparently I'm coming back down there soon.
I know, because Randy, I feel like you need to finish my birthday gift from, 10 years ago?
Of course.
Yes. All right. So Cave City also offers a lot of different shopping. So tell us some about the different kind of stores. And I think you have some antique stores there as well, specialty stores. So what are some of the fun things people can pick up while they're there?
We're a good spot for the shopper. We have a lot of unique things to the area. There's Big Mike's Rock Shop where you can buy any kind of rock you can even dream up. They're gorgeous. Absolutely
love rocks.
Gorgeous. But we've got boutiques, we've got markets, we have a collectibles store, Legendary Collectibles. It's very niche. But we have an antique trail as well, and that brings a lot of people to the area. We have a lot of antique shops downtown that you can hit up. And then we have some stores that are a little bit groovy, like Hippie Joe's and a Groovy Gal. They have specialty items. So there's something for everybody.
That's so fun. I love that. I love that you've got the groovy stuff too. That reminds me of our friend Carmen. She's a little groovy. We call her our little hippie chick. She kind of is. Little flower child hippie chick. That is so fun. Babe, we're definitely going back. Guess what? I want to go there. Put it on the list. Randy teases me relentlessly because every time we do a podcast, I'm like, babe, I want to go here. And he's like, I know you want to go to all these places. I'm like, because they all sound so fun. You know?
You know, I've got, this might be getting off topic. I don't know if it's under the next one or not, but can't you do, like kayaking through water in some of the caves there in Cave City?
Yes.
Am I getting ahead of myself?
Well, if you're into outdoor activities, I mean, they have canoeing and zip lining and biking.
But I'm talking about like canoeing inside the cave. Is that correct or is that not in Cave City?
It's not in Cave City. So there is no kayaking through the caves in our area. But if you go about 30 minutes south, there is a cave where you can ride a boat through it. It's called Lost River Cave.
That's what we did. That is what we did. Okay. I thought that was in Cave City, and that's why I brought it up. But
okay.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong.
It's close.
But you can do all of those activities outside of the caves, right? Because I know Mammoth Cave, you have the ability, because it's near the river, on the river, by water. I'm looking at Randy with a crazy face.
I would look at Ashley because she probably knows.
I can't see Ashley, so you have to look at Ashley.
You can. Adventures of Mammoth Cave is right on the borderline of the national park. So everything that you do at Adventures of Mammoth Cave will involve the park in some way. So you can kayak through the park and bike through it, but you just can't go through the caves.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But then that's what I love about that area, like you were talking about earlier, Ashley, is there's plenty of activities for folks to do on beautiful days if you want to be out and about and hiking and biking and kayaking. But if you happen to be there and, it is the Midwest and weather changes and it starts raining, there's still a lot of things for folks to do. They can go shopping. They can go see a lot of these fun attractions with their kids. So there's just a lot there to keep folks busy. And then one of the things we talk about of things to do on this list is stop by the Welcome Center. I mean, that is a great place to start your trip to Cave City, to go to the Welcome Center and say, can you help me out with, I'm here for 1 day, I'm here for 5 days, can you help me decide what to do while I'm here? So what what kind of services do you offer there in the Welcome Center?
We help with trip planning. We have brochures and maps for the area. We have a whole wall of rack cards for our attractions and our shops and our food. So it's the best place to start because our employees are great. They are so knowledgeable in the area, and they're going to help you get your trip planned. And if, there's things that you don't know about, the Welcome Center is great because they will help you find out about things in the area that you weren't aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a pretty elaborate website, don't you, with a lot of this information on there as well?
We do, cavecity.com.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome. And do you, I know some cities, I'm not sure if you do or not, that's why I'm asking, but do you also sometimes mail these brochures and all that if somebody out of town requests them?
We do. We get requests daily for brochures and information, so we're always sending out information.
Oh, there you go. So
fabulous.
a lot of RVers like to pre-plan all these trips, and so that can give you all the different things to do in the area. And the cool thing is it's centrally located. Again,
it really is.
If you're heading from Louisville to Nashville or Nashville up towards Louisville, you could stop right in Cave City, spend a day or two at least.
At least. We spent a weekend there, and we spent a weekend there and didn't even scratch the surface of things to do and see. So, you can definitely spend a few days there and have plenty to see and do.
Right. Okay, so those are the different things that we can do in the areas. Do you want to give a little bit of a elevator speech of why our listeners should come out there and see Cave City? We kind of did over the last 10 things, but maybe sum it all up. Why should people come to Cave City?
We're centrally located, so we're a good stop if you're going somewhere else to spend some time. We get a lot of people in the Welcome Center that are just passing through and seeing some signs on the interstate. But Cave City is special to me just because the people are special. We want you to stop. We want you to come in. We want you to get your bellies full. We want you to shop. We just really want you here. And I think that shows when, the tourists are in town, how friendly everybody is. We get that compliment a lot. So the people just, we want you here.
That's awesome. And that's what I love about a small town. Randy and I moved from a big metropolitan type area down to where we are now. And we're in a town of 250 people, and we back up to a town of about 1,300 people. And there's something so sweet and special about small towns. And I know that Cave City has that same feeling of being a small town. Everybody knows everybody, but everybody's always so welcoming. We're always excited to bring people into our world of a small town and share that kind of excitement with other folks. And I know that Cave City does a great job of that.
Yep. Well, thank you so much, Ashley. Before we let you off, is there anything we missed? Anything that you thought of maybe that we didn't cover that you want to bring out? Or did we do it?
I think you did a great job.
Okay, you give us an A+ or at least an A? Okay, awesome.
I'll take an A+ for the day. That means I can tap out after this, right? I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. You're done for the day. Done for the rest of the hour.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're so excited to have you on here, and we're excited to come down apparently I've got to come down there 4 or 5 more times to let Caly enjoy all the different things to do in the area.
All the different stuff. I mean, we have Jesse James stuff now we get to go see.
Right.
And some amazing barbecue.
I've got to get my chest under 47 inches, though, or they're going to have to, again, put Vaseline on me to squeeze me through the caves. So next time we go down there, I want to do the private
image that just went through my head.
Did you? Well, actually, you said you listened to that podcast, right?
I did.
Okay, so you heard us talk with Jackie about lubing me up before pushing me through a...
Yes.
I loved his reaction. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was pretty funny. He played along with my antics, so I enjoyed it. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for coming out. And for the listeners there, definitely go out and check Cave City.
Yes.
We invited him on the show because we felt very strongly that it's a cool location. Again, it's a smaller town, but you got a big national park there, and most everybody wants to see Mammoth Cave because it is the longest cave system in the world. I'm pretty sure.
In the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to take us out?
Yeah, I sure will. And for more information, you can go to cavecity.com or just, give them a call or stop by in person, even better, because then you're there and can experience everything. So thank you again, Ashley, for joining us today on the podcast. And thank you, everybody out there. Wherever I am, I don't even know. Thank you all for listening in and watching us on our podcast. Please, if you don't mind, rate, review, and subscribe to or follow the RV Destinations podcast, as well as subscribe to it on YouTube. I'm pointing to wherever that subscribe button is. It's somewhere down below. Just do that. You can find us out on Apple, Spotify, Audible, wherever you get your podcasts. Check out our website too. We got a lot of great free information out there, a lot of great free travel resources at rvdestinationsmagazine.com. And you can also subscribe to the magazine. We offer it in print and digital format. And for listening today, if you use the code podcast20, that's podcast20, you're going to save 20% off any of our subscriptions. I am Caly Beheimer here with Randy Beheimer and Ashley Huff. And we want to thank you all for listening today.
Be safe.
Safe travels, y'all.